Oh no, it's the horrific molded. They're back again. And this time I don't have guns. I'm not sure what I can do. Oh yeah, the end of ZOE DLC. I learned everything from this. You can just punch away your problems. Yes! Go away, beast! Go away, stuffed animal! Go away, PORG! No, I can't punch a PORG.
You got a casualty here. Hey, I think she was.
What the hell are you boys up to?
That's her, all right. Zoe Baker. She's still breathing. Call in to HQ.
Did you say Zoe?
Sir, do you live here?
What the hell's wrong with her?
We're here to help. So everything.
What in God's name have you done?
Sir. Whoa! Stop! Stop!
Hey guys, it's the Gamer Ghoul with the BloodyBlu Gaming Oubliette, here to talk to you about the other Resident Evil 7 DLC, The End of ZOE, which I would argue is the superior DLC, but it also is going to cost you a little bit. So this is one of those rare DLCs that actually makes the original game way better. I think it fleshes out the story, it gives you a little bit of closure, and there's one point, if you remember, in Resident Evil 7 where you have to pick between two characters on who gets the cure, one of them Zoe, and in the canon storyline, Zoe did not get the cure. She goes off into the swamp and she's like, it's over. And you're like, I'll send help, but you know, I probably won't. I'm probably gonna go home. So Joe Baker is not infected and he's not crazy like the rest of the family. He's actually a good dude. He doesn't trust the Umbrella agents, but I mean, who would? And he's got some problems with them and he's trying to just protect Zoe. So that's what the whole entire DLC is about, and it fleshes out some key moments in the story that really tie things together for me. So Joe is unlike any other character you've ever played as in Resident Evil. He doesn't have a gun, he doesn't have like a Beretta and lockpicking skills and like all this cool stuff. No, not at all. Like he's just a dude that's living out in the swamp and he fist fights, you know, alligators and monsters, and he's just awesome. Upgrading your character in this game is unlike anything else ever seen in the series. You pick up these little boxing effigies and you keep them with you, and the more you have, the more your attack power goes up. So your combos and your strength when you're actually punching these enemies goes up. And you don't just punch enemies, you punch through walls and doors and crates and just everything. The dude's just unstoppable. And it's so satisfying. I feel like the controls actually handle better with the fist fighting than they did with the gunplay of the actual game. So this game actually has some crafting elements that I thought was really cool. Like you can pick up like bugs and mix them with chem fluid, and you can make first aid supplies, and you can make spears with branches. And it's just really cool, and it's really fun whenever you're taking spears and you're chunking them at, you know, alligators and different. I've even thrown them at the molded. The main thing I took away from this game is that Joe Baker is the coolest of the Baker family and one of the coolest Resident Evil characters that has ever come out. He's really interesting, and he's obviously got a cool backstory, and I would like to see more with him. I would play just about anything with him if I got to see more about his like military background or his fighting background. He's just that interesting of a character that you're like, this guy has seen some stuff and I want to see it. So I really hope that Resident Evil takes this character and takes him away from just being like a 2-hour DLC character to a full-fledged character in the Resident Evil universe. So obviously all the assets of the Resident Evil 7 game are still in place. The graphics are great, the sound design's awesome, and the voice acting is phenomenal, especially for Joe. He's so good at what he does. And I think that overall it's just a solid package, and they took the framework of Resident Evil 7 and then just said, what if we just went crazy with it and just really just made a simplified point A to point B story, but the pacing feels accurate to how Joe would actually react. So he's trying to find a cure for Zoe and protect her, and he doesn't stop for anything. He will punch through enemies, he will punch down doors, he will open crates. He will grab bugs and mix them with chem fluid to make first aid supplies on the go so he doesn't die. Like, it's just crazy, and it totally works. I think that it's the perfect fast-paced horror game, and in a lot of ways it has some really scary moments and more variety of enemies than the last DLC had. The End of ZOE DLC does feel a little bit short, but it does provide a satisfying conclusion and has an unlockable difficulty and weapons, so it does feel like you have a little bit of replayability there, and overall it's just a more original concept and provides new elements to the game that Not a Hero didn't give us. Overall, I have to give End of ZOE a 9 out of 10 on the BloodyBlu gaming scale. So guys, that's it. Make sure you keep up with all things BloodyBlu. Look at the Facebook group. Make sure you subscribe to the videos. You got Devlin's Nightmare Theater. You got Son of Celluloid. You got the Gamer Ghoul. everything at BloodyBlu.com. You can find everything right there. So just keep with us and keep it spooky.
You best stay back now.